Well, it is good to be back on Java Edition, except I'm not gonna be here for very long. Can't believe I have to demonstrate this, although it's sort of important, I guess. But hey, we might be getting a Copper Golem snapshot here on Java Edition, so tune in to twitch.tv/PhoenixSE Live. I'm gonna be live and we'll get it, right? Look, I have Preview Edition open. That's because they made a couple of changes to the Bedrock Edition version of the game, one of which is fantastic. The other, I just have to question outright. I don't know why they did it. As I load into this world, I will happily show you the changelog 121-124. This doesn't matter so much. It's sort of just these two things that they did. So sugarcane clusters will now become slightly transparent when the camera passes through them. There are a lot of blocks that do the same thing, but for some reason they decided to focus on sugarcane. Accessibility related. Camera change. Added a new camera effect when facing and climbing blocks such as ladders and vines to reduce eye strain and improve accessibility. This is not a toggle. Alright, so I guess I'll just do this first. I've got some sugarcane that I will plant right here. Nothing changes. You're sort of just passing right through them. You're phasing through the texture, collides with the camera. I think we're all pretty much used to this. Or if it helps to be able to see through the block, like in F5 mode, then this change will be for you. So if I walk right up to the sugarcane, in fact, I don't even need to walk through it. You can already see the texture of the sugarcane becomes slightly transparent. So it's just an opacity filter over the block texture. It doesn't really show up if you're inside the block anymore. Sugarcane is not the only block that is at least 2 blocks tall. I guess this might be a way for them to be testing this out, testing the waters, no pun intended, to see how people react to it. I give this a thumbs up. Now, I cannot say the same thing about what they did with vines and ladders. Unfortunately, I cannot get behind this. This is extremely troubling, and I don't think anyone asked for this. Maybe one or two people did. I'll see what you guys think about this one. All right, let me place some ladders as I climb up this pillar. Alright, but if this motion effect as the rungs of that ladder just sort of move up and down your camera, if that causes eye strain, then I guess this change is a positive thing for you. Let's take a look. Alright, let me climb this ladder right now. See that? It pauses on every block. It is very staggering. Every now and then you have to pause as you get up and down. It doesn't actually change the way you move up and down the ladder. This is purely a visual change. If you're in F5 mode, nothing changes. This does not change if you're on a certain angle. So if you look up, nothing changes. It is only at a certain player rotation about here that this change takes effect. If you move a little bit up, it doesn't do anything. It only happens when you're about 45 degrees upwards. Same thing happens on a vine if you climb up the vines. I don't know why. It's not even toggleable. This has to be very experimental. They're only doing this and asking people for advice, feedback. Is there a feedback page for this? I'm not sure if this is filtered by recent. There doesn't seem to be a feedback page for this change. There should be one. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one who hates it. If this change makes all the way to Java Edition, I can just feel the conflagration. I guess I'll read what you guys think in the comment section. I'll be live on twitch.tv/PhoenixSE Live. The Copper Golem should be here, and maybe I can finally get back onto Java Edition. I've spent... Am I a joke to you?